Now we'll start with Everton though, and their second points deduction this season. They were docked another 2 points for breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules.
Former Everton and current Luton winger Andros Townsend claims the current financial rules make a mockery of the Premier League due to the uncertainty it's created at the bottom of the table.
Well, an independent commission found Everton breached the allowed losses of £105 million by £16.6 million for the 3-year period to 2022-23. Everton have already had a 10-point deduction reduced to 6 on appeal in February for the 3-year period to 2021-22, and they plan to contest the latest punishment too.
This is how the latest Premier League table looks then. Everton dropping down to 16th and are now just 2 points above Luton and the relegation zone.
So let's break down the latest developments then. For this breach, the Premier League wanted Everton to be docked 5 points. The Commission accepted Everton's mitigation and eventually handed them a 2-point deduction. Now, this is the 4th separate commission to rule on PSR cases this season. Everton were docked 10 points earlier in the season, then a separate panel reduced that to 6 on appeal. Another commission docked 4 points from Nottingham Forest, and Everton have questioned the consistency of these processes. The backstop date for any appeals to be heard is the 24th of May, 5 days after the season finishes, so it may be uncertain who'll be relegated, whatever happens on the final day. On top of this, Everton and the Premier League remain in dispute over costs related to the new stadium. This same commission will meet at a later date and could issue another punishment to Everton, though that is likely to be after this season.
So it adds further uncertainty, doesn't it, to those at the bottom of the table. Luton's Andros Townsend has been hugely critical of the way that it's been handled. He told the BBC, "We don't know what's going to happen with the appeals. We were probably celebrating when Everton got 10 points taken off them. And then they got 4 given back and we're in the relegation zone. So we take out the deductions to take away the confusion and we will see at the end of the season." Goes on to say, "I think it makes a mockery of the Premier League. When you announce the charge, you have to be certain of the points deduction."
Everton said, "Look, guys, we've already been punished for 2 of these 3 seasons previously. We got a 6-point deduction." They then said it would be wrong to then incur further points deduction in this case. And that led to the Commission reducing the punishment by 50%. There was 2 other arguments for mitigation which Everton raised. One was that they were unlucky because they lost around 20 million in sponsorship revenue as a result of Russia invading Ukraine, which led to Everton suspending their sponsorship agreement with USM. The other kind of credit that was given to Everton, as Nottingham Forest argued, was that they admitted this breach at the earliest possible opportunity. And what the Commission did is they took all those things together and they said, overall, we think that a fair sanction is 2 points.
I think it's absolute chaos. It's a complete farce, to my mind, how things are working out at the moment in terms of the PSR rules. I predicate any answer I give with the fact that it's also ridiculous that clubs run up these debts in the first place, but also the clubs did vote for these rules. However, in saying that, the rules just simply aren't working. One thing we're supposed to be having this season is to fast track everything so they're dealt with in the campaign. Straight away, we find out that Everton are facing a 3rd charge, which will not be dealt with this season. So we have the prospect of them going into the next campaign with a points deduction, probably 1 or 2 more points. Now, how does that work out with the way we're supposed to be fast tracking things now? And I think everyone is very confused. One of the things that's in the report also talks about the integrity of the competition and confidence of the public. Well, that's been completely shot with the behaviour of the Premier League and the Independent Commission and the way this has all been handled. That's not to say Everton shouldn't be punished, but they certainly shouldn't be punished in this manner.